Welcome back to another episode of Cigar Wealth. I'm your host, TK, and I hope all is well. Author of Cigar Wealth. Today's topic is a question that I received from my website. TK, I want to launch my own cigar brand. Where do I begin? All right, this is going to be I'm going to try to answer this question to the best of my ability, but understand, do not get your feelings hurt, do not get your emotions involved. This is strictly business. Launching a cigar brand is a beautiful endeavor. I've done it. Very, very difficult, very expensive for several reasons. And people ask, well, I see this individual with their own brand, or I see this company doing their thing, and it seems like they're making good money. They seem like they're having a lot of fun. Well, as owners, that's what we do. We make it look easy, regardless of what it is that we own. Like, I'm the author, for example, I'm the author of Cigar Wealth. I make it look easy, but writing, sitting in front of your laptop for hours at a time to write a book, that's the difficult part. Showcasing it, marketing it, talking about it, that's the easy part. Like with any business. Launching your own brand comes with a lot of pros and a lot of cons. Good, bad, ugly, and indifferent. It's a lot of money. How much money we need? For example, if you're launching a brand and you're told you're going to need to launch 5 sizes: Robusto, Toro, Lancero, Churchill, and a Torpedo. That's 5 sizes. And now you need to do a Connecticut in those 5, a Habano in those 5, and a Maduro in those 5. And the manufacturer you're dealing with, maybe Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, Honduras, whatever it may be, that manufacturer says, yeah, we can do it for you. However, our minimum is 10,000 units at $3.75 a stick. You got to put all that money up front and go through the process. And that's just the cigar. Not to mention import, tariffs, taxes. And let's say you were able to handle all of that, and now you have all of these boxes here. And we didn't even talk about the boxes in the packaging. Where are you going to store them? Where are you going to store all of these cigar boxes? Proper humidification. Things to consider. You have the storage, you have the facilities. Now you need the distribution. Now you need the marketing aspect. Now you need to convince people to add this brand to their rotation of what they normally smoke. You have some heavily educated cigar smokers. You have some cigar smokers who are not heavily educated. You have to identify who your audience is going to be. Do you have a brand already? Did you build a brand in the industry, or is this all new to you? I knew a brand that launched, this was years ago, many years ago, and they literally over $700,000 to launch a cigar brand, and they were bankrupt, finished out of the industry within 3 years, just like that. There's a lot you could have done with $700,000. Now, mind you, I also know other brands who launched their cigar brand with less than $50,000, and they're still around. So that's something to consider. That's something to think about. How fast are you trying to get out there? And if you ask me, speed kills, and I say slow down. Research, slow down. What you see on social media is not necessarily the route to go. I would take a course like my course on Cigar Wealth on brand ownership and lounge ownership, because you're going to want to know how the lounge owner thinks when you're trying to sell them a cigar. And that's a whole nother episode. I'll do a whole nother episode on that. But when you understand how a lounge owner thinks and you're a cigar brand owner, you can look at it from both perspectives and understand the buying aspect and the selling aspect of it. Also consider that you have a cigar and you're going to sell it into the cigar lounge at wholesale pricing. So your wholesale is what you are going to pay for the manufacturer. But you need to turn around and wholesale it again to who? The retailer, so they can turn around and sell it at retail pricing. So already, wholesale, then retail, where are you in that situation? Because unless you are the manufacturer that actually owns that tobacco, you own the manufacturing facilities, you own that company, you're going to purchase wholesale at a minimum of ABC amount of units that they require. So that's one part of the game. Unless you own the tobacco, you're not cutting yourself off. You're adding more expenses. Meaning you're not cutting your expenses. You're adding more expenses. If there is some way that you can own the tobacco, you can own your own land, like some of the big boys do, then that is a major plus for you. They own the land, they own the tobacco, they own the facility, they own the manufacturing. So that is internal. When you're on the outside and you're doing it as a wholesaler, then that's a different ball game. Now you have to do a wholesale distribution, retail, marketing, inventory, taxes, legalities. There's so many aspects to it. Can it be done? Yes. Can it be lucrative? Yes. It will take time. It will take time. Like with anything in business, business is like a tree. You have to plant down the soil. You have to make sure that soil is right. Treat that soil. Make sure the soil is ready. Make sure it's opportune for you to do what you want to do. You have to grow down before you can grow up. With your roots, just like a tree, your roots have to be strong. Your roots have to go deep into the ground, deep into that industry, deep into that foundation. Then your tree will grow. If you have a tree with roots, then guess what? It falls over just like that. Don't worry about the fruit. Worry about the root of the tree. If you want to be successful in this industry, if you want to be successful in any industry, do not worry about the fruits that are going to be produced on the tree. Focus on the root that's going to produce the tree, that's going to produce the fruit. Does that make sense? Take your time, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest brands that we know in the world, AJ Fernandez, Perdomo, Padron, Fuente, Plasencia, Pepin, Espinosa. I can go down the list of these great companies and personal friends of mine who we consider to be the big boys of the industry. It took them generations to get there. In some cases, it took them 3 generations to get where they are. It's not going to happen for you in 3 months. It's not going to happen for you to be there in 3 years. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. Like with anything in life, it's going to take time. And if you're willing to enjoy that ride and you're willing to learn from that ride, nothing can stop you. And you will do well if you're willing to learn. I can't tell you how many times I've spoken to people and I say, don't do this, don't do that. I'm trying to help you to avoid disaster. And they've gone anyway. And they've gone and done it. And I can speak for that because I didn't listen to myself. I did everything myself. And some things worked out. Some things didn't work out, truth be told. But hey, you live and you learn. I would not make a move unless I pray about it. If I don't pray about it, I'm not making that move. And if I do pray about it and I get word from above, hey, listen, that's not for you. I told you to go this way and you decided to go that way. Your calling is this way, not that way. But I can do this. I got the money. I can make it happen. Okay, what part of this way don't you understand that I'm trying to get you to go to, or you keep trying to go this way? You're trying to be like that person, or you're trying to prove a point to these people, or you're trying to appease this situation, and you're going to have nothing but straight disaster if you go that way. So you better answer your calling and not someone else's. That's my greatest advice. I will do some other videos on brand ownership because this is a big topic. I do have a course on my website, Cigar Wealth, if you want to take my online course, which is only $28. Why is it $28? Because it's inexpensive and I was born on the 28th. Just that plain and simple. So for $28, you can avoid a lot of problems for only $28. For only $28, you're going to learn how to save hundreds of thousands of dollars. So how about that? So take the course, learn from it, pass on the knowledge, and I wish you all the best. And I hope I was able to answer this question to the point where you can walk away with some knowledge and say, thank you. Wow, this is some things for me to consider. And if you know some brand owners, ask them. If you know some brand owners on a local level, ask them, speak to them. Speak to them on what not to do, not what to do, what not to do. That's going to really, really take you to the next level, or at least point you in the right direction after prayer. Point you in the right direction. What not to do is more important than what to do. Whew, that was a doozy. Got a question about cigars, business? Visit my website, cigarwealth.com, where the book is available, and you'll be able to fill out the form and ask me a question. And I'll be more than happy to answer it to the best of my ability on this platform. Thank you again. Enjoy cigars, and I'll see you next time.